Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the most merciful. Welcome you all again in the virtual learning system of Pakistan International School Taif, Saudi Arabia. Dear students, as you know that this is virtual class for class second year students, subject computer science, and today is our 18th lecture. Teacher name Imran Ahmed. Dear students, in the previous lecture we was discussing a simple program which was write a program which add two numbers. After that, completing the addition of two numbers, just little bit change in that program and we make it addition and subtraction. And I also gave you the assignment that write a program which add addition of three numbers and find the average of thr+3 numbers. On that program, I will show you that program, which was that program. I use some kind of features of C++. So we will discuss most of the features already we have discussed in our program, but few are remaining, data types are remaining. So we will discuss today the data types. Data types are declaration of variable for storing various types of data. It means that whenever you use any kind of variable in your program, so you must tell the compiler. So you must tell the compiler which kind of data you will use for that kind of variable. Either it is integer data, either float data, and either it is character data. So major, we have three data types. Major, we have three data types. I will show you over here. Watch over here. There are major three data types are used in C, C++. First one is integer, second is float, and third one is character. Keep in mind, all of these are the small letters. So for integer variable, if you have used the variable of type integer, so how can you will declare? First of all, you will write the word int. After int, you will write the name of variable. Or on that example over here, I use x is a variable, y is variable, f underscore 16 is a variable. And all of these threes are of kind integer. It means that I bound these three variable and I will assign mostly integer variable values to this kind of variable. Second is float. Float means whenever any value which have point, let's say integer value 5 and float value is 5.5. So integer, when there is no point in any value, then they are called the integer value, and float is any point present in the value is called float point. Excuse me. Next is, so float, I make the a and b as a float variable. It means that we are bound these two variables a and b, and we must assign a real value or a float value to a and b in our program if we will use this kind of variable. Third is character variable. Character, I represent the character variable with ch. You can use any kind of variable name, but rules you must obey whenever you will define the variable name. So it means that character variable, we will use the word char for character variable, and you can assign a character constant to this kind of variables. Now, in C++ program, data types of variable must be defined before assigning its a value. The data types used in C++ programming are integer, floating point, double precision, and character. So one by one we will use the, I told you the major, the mostly which we were used in our programs are integer, float, and character. In some places, whenever we use the character strings, let's say string we were used in our program, so we use the character, but mostly there are two important which we were using in our programs are integer and float. And also sometimes we use the character as well. So integer, it is a data type that is used to define a numeric variable to store whole numbers, such as -3 is integer. There is no point. Watch over a 0, 367 plus 2081. So all of these are called the integer, etc. Integer represent values that are counted, such as number of students. So now real world define the real world things. So counting is always on integer form. Let's say you will not say how many students in your class. You will not say like this, we have 35.6 students in our class. So you must say there are 36 or 30 or 15 or so exact number of students in a class. The short form of integer, we don't use the integer complete word. We use a simple and short form word int. Numbers that have a fractional part such as 3.84 cannot be stored in an integer variable. So already we have discussed this thing. So this is the definition. The following table shows integer types of variable in our computer memory. If we use int, let's say I will show you the again example. Watch over here, int x, int y, int f16. Some compiler says x, y, and f16 occupy 2 bytes in computer memory. Some compiler says integer always occupies 2 bytes in computer memory, but your book says integer variable occupies how many bytes in computer memory? It occupies 4 bytes. 4 bytes in computer memory. The range of the number should be. It means that within this range, I can assign the value to any kind of an integer variable. It is minus 2, 1, 4, 7, 4, 8, 3, 6, 4, 8, 2, 2, 1 plus 2, 1, 4, 7, 4, 8, 3, 6, 4, 7. So it means that this is very largest long value. So you must keep in mind that integer occupies 4 bytes in computer memory, and we can assign the integer variable value within the range of this number, these digits. Next one is unsigned integer. It also unsigned is kind of integer types. Kind of integer types. Major we use in our program int. Rest they are present, but they will not use. Mostly we don't use this kind of variable. Watch here. Integer occupies 2 bytes. Range is this one. Unsigned 4 bytes, ranges this one. Short int 2 bytes, ranges this one. Long unsigned short int this one, and long integer. Watch here, now there is a contradiction of this one. This is long int occupy 4 bytes and int also occupied 4 bytes. So integer variable occupies 2 bytes in computer memory, and its range is minus short int. You can say that short int 3 minus 3 to 7, 6, 8. In some program, I will show you how I am saying that it's occupy the 2 bytes in our, whenever we will use the arrays. I will show you that integer occupies 2 bytes in computer memory. Next one is floating point. Floating point means that values. It is a data type that is used to define a variable that can store number that have fractional part. Now in integer there is no fractional part, but in floating point there is a fractional part, such as 3.75 minus 2.1, 388.80, etc. These numbers are also known as, in mathematics, you call that number as a real number, which have the floating point value is known as real number. The short form of floating point is float. Instead of writing the floating point, we use in our program float. The following table shows that the floating point data type, floating point types, the number of, so there are float and double. Float and double. Float occupies how many bytes in our computer memory? 4 bytes, and its range is minus 3.4 raised to power minus 38 to 3.4 raised to power 38 with 6 digit of precision. Precision means after 6 digit, they will, if the result is, let's say 0, 3.33333333, like, so it will takes how much? 6 digit after the floating point. Double occupy how many bytes? Double occupy 8 bytes in computer memory. And its range is minus 1.7 raised to power minus 308 to 1.7308 with the digits of precision how much? 15. So in MCQ's point of view, all of these values, all of these ranges are very, very important. So you must keep in mind. Next one is character data type. It is a data type that is used to define a variable that can store only a single character. Watch over here. They focus on the single character. If you use the multiple characters, so it will not be character constant, it will make a string. The definition of string is combination of characters makes a string. And character occupy how many bytes in computer memory? Character, keep in mind, most of the students confuse, character occupies only 1 byte. Character variables always occupy 1 byte in computer memory, is set aside in memory to store a single character. The short form of character is, we don't use full word of CHAR, ACTER, we use CHAR instead of writing the full word. A variable of type character can store a lowercase, an uppercase letter, a digit, or a special character. Some example of character that can be used in variable of type characters are, watch over here, they enclose any character within a single inverted commas during the character constant. I was telling you in the previous lecture, when I was telling you the character constant, I tell you character constant always a single character and it will be occupy 1 byte in computer memory, and it will be enclosed within a single inverted comma. So A is enclosed in single inverted comma plus any symbol, any character, any digit, any letter. If you use and enclose in a single inverted comma, it will denote it is a character. Note that characters are written within single quotation mark. Single quotation marks or single inverted comma. Constant qualifiers whenever in our program, but this one just for the definition it is good, but in our program mostly we don't use constant qualifier. Constant in C++ programming language, constant defines a variable whose value cannot be changed throughout the program. So these are called the constant qualifier. The definition of variable is whose value is changed, but any variable we don't want to change that the value of that quantity, we can use constant qualifier. One example, for example, the value of pi symbol is not present in keyboard. So what to do? We will write the name pi. I will tell you the example. For example, it has the general syntax, constant data type, variable name, and constant. For example, constant int age 34. So whenever I will use age variable in my program, it will assume its constant value is 34. And constant float length. Whenever I use in my program length, if I use a float as a constant, so length variable, whenever I will use in my program, it will store the value 7.5. So I can also use the word constant float pi, and I will give the value is 3.147. So whenever I will use the value of pi, it will store 3.147. The variable of type constants are generally written in uppercase letters. Which letter? Uppercase letter. Next topic, already we have done how to define a variable or variable declaration and initialization. I show you, and we already discussed this topic in our program when I was developing a program. Let's say the following are the some example of declaring a variable. Whenever we will use any kind of variable in our program, we must use let's say x, y, and z are three integer kind of variable, and we are going to use these three variable in our program. So we must define this variable before the starting or writing the program. So int x, y, z, floating. So float length, breadth, and sum. Character ch. So this is the declaration. This statement are called the declaration of variable. And the initialization means whenever we assign any kind of value, whenever we assign any kind of value to a variable, so it means that initialization of variable. Watch over here, the following are the example. X, I assign a value, or in the book they assign the value 4. So it means that X is initialized as 4. Y is initialized as 4 and Z is independent. Float, they assign 12.5, breadth 15.25, and sum is 0.0. Watch over here, they didn't take the sum as 0, they take it 0.0. And character, they assign the character constant, character ch variable, and they assign a value. So these are called the initialization of variable. The second statement initialize so this one already we have done in our program. I will show you again the IDE, how they use the variable, how we will use the variable in our program. Watch over here. This is the previous program which already we have done. This is the program, the addition of two numbers, and same program, the subtraction of two numbers. This is the initialization. This statement is called declaration statement. Declaration statement of what? Declaration statement of variable of type integer. This one is called the int is called data type. And 1 and 2 sum and sub are the variables. And we bound this variable and we assign mostly integer variables, integer values to this kind of variable. So this is called the declaration of variable. Now over here, this two statement is called the initialization of variable. These two statement is called initialization of two variable. Initialization means we initialize n1 as 90 and 2 as 70. So this is the initialization. You can write any value within the range. For example, watch over here. This is the range. This will be the very big number. So and one I assign initialize with the 888 and two I use 777. So we want to check the result. Already we have discussed this program in very detail. So watch over here. The addition of two numbers are 16, 65, and the subtraction of two number is 115. Subtraction of two number is 11111. So already we have discussed. Now just little bit change I will use. Find out the area of triangle. Write a program which find out area of, write a program which find area of rectangle. Now you can find the area of rectangle if you know the formula. Area of rectangle is A is equal to length into area is equal to length into breadth. So there are three variables are used in our program finding the area of rectangle. I will use the just little bit change in this program. So there are three variable used. First one is A. Second variable, length. For length, I use small l, and for breadth, I will use B. Now, area of rectangle is A is equal to length into breadth. So if you have the value of length is equal to, for example, you give the value 6 and breadth B is equal to, let's say, 4. Now we have length and we have breadth. So how to calculate the area? A is equal to length into breadth. So into, I will remove these statements because this was the addition. You can say that area of rectangle is the just simple program which multiply the two numbers. So I will use capital A because I initialize capital A over there. A is equal to length steric. For multiplication, you will use steric, length into breadth, semicolon. Now, over here, I will change the message. Message will be like this: area of rectangle is equal to, I will show which variable over here, capital A. Now this statement I want, what happened to this statement? This statement is just comment. Compiler will not. It means that this is not written in my program. This is single line comment I apply. Now check the result. So first you will execute in your mind 6 multiplied by 424. So if the 24 is present on the output screen, my program is correct. Watch here, area of rectangle is 24. Now your assignment is like this. You will calculate area of circle, area of rectangle, triangle, all the areas which are belonging to the geometry. So you must find and write the program for them. Inshallah, tomorrow we will discuss next week, or tomorrow we will discuss the next topic. Till take care of yourself. Pray for me, pray for all Muslim. Allah Hafiz.